Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do an art journal page in under 30 minutes. Actually, the video's less. And we are going to start or use the part of this masterboard. I'll put a link to the video so you can see this masterboard being made. So I'm working in my 7x10 Canson Mixed Media art journal page, and I have a page of type. This is old newspaper type. This is an actual font from dafont.com. I'll put the name in the description box below if you want to go and get that. So I've just typed that up on a page and did some cut and paste and printed it off so I have a full page of this old newspaper type that I'm going to use as collage paper. So I'm just ripping it up because I want those rough edges. And then I'm thinking, how do I want to use this masterboard? And just so we do something different, I'm thinking I'm just going to put a strip of it down the middle. We're going to collage down. So we have the collage paper from the old newspaper type, and then this strip from this masterboard. And I'm just going to use my rotary cutter here and cut down to get I'm not even sure what the measurement of the band is for the page, but I've kind of pre-measured, just kind of eyeballed it to get it done. Now, when you have all the elements, I had the masterboard made. I had this collage paper with the type on it. And I have the napkin that I'm going to use. When you have all those elements, you can get to your studio and create in under 30 minutes from start to finish. So these butterflies I had in my stash. And I love the way the pink goes with that neutral masterboard. But to prepare these napkins, I've rough cut them out. I've peeled off the excess 2-plies, and now I'm just gluing it down onto copy paper. There's the napkin. It's called Nathalie. And you can get that napkin at NinnysNapkins.com. There's a link to Ninny's store as well, and she carries lots of art journaling, mixed media, and paper craft stuff, as well as napkins. So then I've taken the Ranger blending foam and the vintage photo distress ink, and I've inked up the bits of type that I had, and now I'm just going to play with layering. Now at this point in my process, I was going to go landscape. And if you saw the picture at the beginning, you'll know that I don't. I end up going portrait at the end. Sometimes things change as you create. So once I have the final placement, I'm using some fluid matte medium and gluing the type down. So this background, everything is very vintage, and that was dictated by the masterboard. And when I created it, my goal was to go very neutral and force myself to work with neutral papers. If you watch my channel, you'll know that I tend to like a lot of color. So this isn't my comfort zone. I find, and when something's not my comfort zone, it takes a lot more time for me to think it through. Now I have straight edges on the masterboard strip that I have there. And at different times before I glued it down, I kept thinking, should I rip that to get more of a torn edge? I left it straight. Would you have left it straight? Leave your answers in the comment section below. So I cut out the butterflies, napkin butterflies, and now I'm arranging them. I'm going to use sentiments from my short and sweet sentiment pack. I have them white lettering with black background, which I'm using right here, and there's white lettering or black lettering with white background, as well as several different fonts. It's a great sentiment pack for smaller pages, ATCs, and cards. So much variation in there. You will use and use and use it. So here's where I turn it portrait, because I just think, well, what would happen if? So play with the composition. Try out different possibilities. Take pictures as I am to see, go back and forth and say, which one do I like better? So I'm just going to do some inking along the edges. And then I will glue the Masterboard strip down. Adding a little bit more, make it all more vintage looking. And again, this kind of layering thing isn't what I normally do. But try different things. Expand your techniques. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work. Then you know, or you don't like it. Now, because I have the pink butterflies, what I'm doing is splattering with that corally pink color, just to introduce a bit of that color to the background. That's going to make everything work together. And I chose splatters because I didn't want any more pattern. I really did want to go fairly simple here. So now that everything is in place and I'm liking how everything looks, I'm going to finally glue things down with the fluid matte medium. Now, that Masterboard, I have 2 other projects that will be in another video that will be coming soon. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and click the bell to select the option to be notified of upcoming videos. I switched to gel medium because the paper is a little thicker and gel medium typically works better than the fluid medium for it. Both are the matte finish. I can't tell you how much I like the pink with that neutral background. The matte medium goes on and it's cloudy, but it always dries clear. My sentiment pack, that short and sweet sentiment pack, that's available for purchase at NinnysNapkins.com. I'll put a link in the description box to that sentiment pack if you want to go and check it out. Now I grab my woodless charcoal pencil and I'm going to edge my page. I put a line down and then I smudge it with my finger. This woodless charcoal pencil comes in different soft, medium, and hard. This is the soft one. It smudges the best. This frames the page, ties in with the black sentiments. Then I'm adding a little bit of black just to accentuate the different collage papers. The smudging of the charcoal really works for that vintage feel that I'm going for on this page. Now I tried to do it on the butterfly. Problem here was that the butterfly wasn't completely dry. And when it was dry, I just grabbed my General's charcoal pencil in medium, and I'm just doing a sketchy line around it just to make it stand out a little bit more. And I went to medium because I don't want it to smudge so much. I want more sketchy lines than smudge. If you don't have a napkin or this napkin, you can use other napkins with butterflies. There's such a variety at Ninny's Napkins, or you can use magazine pictures with butterflies or download them from the internet. No shortage of butterflies. I'm taking off the tape that I put there just to keep everything out of the coils and to get a straight edge. And there is the finished page.